Hello again, Rebecca here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to my January 2022 wrap-up. So I am going to go over today the my How to Kill a Kit with Style, what's left of my kit, and what I'm going to do with the remnants, my December 2021 album. It is complete. I am also going to go through because this is kind of the wrap up from my Baby Got Scraps as well, and all the layouts that I completed for January 2022, which was almost, if not more, productive than December of 2021. So, and February, even though I thought I was going to take a break, it's looking to be the same. I'm going to play along with Scrapping Reflections. What is it, 28 Days of Sketches? I don't know what she calls it. I'll have to look that up. But yeah, I'm going to play along and incorporate Sandy, State Goddess's Scrapping Reflections sketches for the month of February, where she follows a sketch for the entire month every day of February. And then we go right into Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches in March. So maybe April I'll have a break. It's fine. I love doing this, and my family and husband is super supportive. So I would be in here scrapbooking anyway. Why not film everything I do? So we're going to start, because it's a massive pile of layouts, 12 by 12 layouts that I completed. But we're going to move this to the side real quick. And this, if you remember, was my January 2022 How to Kill a Kit with Style. I pulled in everything that I had from the Vicki Boutin Warm Wishes. I have a few of, well, maybe one scrap left. And I do still have pretty much the entire paper pad, 12 by 12 paper pad. I'm okay with that. I have lots of Christmas photos and December, Christmas related layouts that I want to make in 12 by 12 size. Even though I did the smaller December album, I do pull a lot of those and do layouts, because I don't put everything in the December album. I didn't put every single picture from Christmas and all the celebrations and everything we did. I just kind of hit or miss like the finer points. And then I'm going to come in and create some 12 by 12s for my regular album, and I'm going to start incorporating pocket cards, pocket sheets in there as well, like the 12 by 12 page protectors, because I have so many photos and I want to get them all in the album. I just don't think that they all warrant a single layout, or I can create some fun stuff doing that. So this is all that I have left from everything else. The 6x8 paper pad, yep, that we do not have very much left of. I have 1, 2, 3 full sheets from the 6x8 paper pad, and we started with 24. So having 3 left is pretty good. This was what came in that album. I didn't use any of that, but I am going to stick it in here because it does go with this collection. So I might be able to incorporate them in some bigger layouts. Okay, so I have all the washi still, obviously, because, if you've ever been able to use up a full roll of washi in one single project, please leave that down below and tell me your secret. This is just going to, I haven't decided if I'm going to keep this together and put it in a bag with my other Christmas. I don't know yet. If not, it'll just go in my little washi storage. So I do have all those still from the Vicki Boutin collection, and then I have this one from the Cocoa Daisy collection. I pretty much have all of the stars left. I used the hearts and I used some of these, but I just was afraid to do too much of the bulk of the chipboard, so those will get used. I didn't use these stamps at all. I don't even think I pulled any stamps in. I was just focusing on getting it done and, just creating the memories. I wasn't going for fantastic, fabulous, off the board, woo, crazy layouts. So these will, this will go back on my stamp set, and this will go in my Christmas, because this is very Christmassy. Obviously, this is going to go into my stencils. I did actually use that stencil. You will see that. And I barely used this, but I was okay with that. I was using some other thick stuff, so I used a couple ornaments and a word, and I think that was and some of the dots, but that was on the first layout that I did, and then I was like, I'm going to have some stuff left anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. Alright. This is all I have left of the chipboard. I actually killed off one whole sheet, so that's pretty good. And then I have these stars left from Cocoa Daisy. And this is all I have left of that puffy sticker sheet, so this is all going to stay together. I have this left from the Cocoa Daisy kit that I got. Not even sure if I'm going to save that, you guys, to be honest, because I used it mostly to hide things, but yeah, that's probably just going to come over here in the recycle pile. I do have some of these washi strips left. I do have some of these date dot left. Not sure if I'm going to keep these or not. And I do still have a few of the labels left, but I did use a great portion of those. I did use a lot of the black and white words. A few of the cream and red. Wasn't real big on the cream because there was a lot of white. So that's what I have left. And I am just keeping it all together. This is probably going to go like right over here in that want to use up pile, but we'll do that in a little bit. So that's what I have left. Oops. So we're going to get rid of that. I did use this Some Assemblage Required, that Christmas wood veneer. This was the packaging. The stars came in and it busted out the side, so I just put it in the Ziploc bag. These had those fabric stars in there. Actually, we're going to take that Cocoa Daisy piece out, and I'm going to save that little square. I do mixed media packaging technique with those little squares. Yeah, I do. I'm guilty. I was able to use up all of the sheets. I have no idea what that is. It's like a little weird random A on there. Not real sure. I used up all the Cocoa Daisy sheets. This was the sticker book from Vicki Boutin. I used up 4 sheets, because remember that one, like the sticky was left on there, and I was trying to save it, but it was getting stuck to everything, and it was annoying. This was what all of the those 3D puffy florals came on, so we're saving the packaging. And this was one of those 12 by 6 thicker sheets. So that is all that I used up, which is pretty impressive. So we're just gonna toss that away. And then this is all I have left. That's it. So that's, that's not too totally bad. Like, obviously the washi, we knew I was going to have that left. The stencils, I was going to have that left. I knew going into it I was probably going to have these left, and the stamps. So I'm not too terribly upset with how this turned out. I got a lot of layouts done, even though they were smaller in size. So we're going to go over this, and then I'm going to reset my desk and go over all of the layouts that I made. This is probably going to be a long one. So this is, I just took one of those stickers and stuck 21 right there. Not sure if that's going to stay or not as far as how I like it, but it's done. I took that Cocoa Daisy acetate sheet and just stuck it as my cover. You guys have seen this. This was what was in my planner Bert of all the stuff that I accomplished for YouTube and my crafty life in December. I didn't put the date dots on this yet. I may not. I don't really know. Here's the first starting point, my husband being silly, and this was actually Thanksgiving. Here's that wood veneer piece from Some Assemblage Required, but those are documented, and I know it was Thanksgiving and it was in November, but I wanted to put it in this book. I was afraid that we weren't going to have very many memories. But as you can see, it is full. I mean, yeah, it had room to grow bigger, but at least this way it stays close. Like if I would have went any lumpier or bumpier, it would have been like whoop. So at least everything is sitting almost nicely to that side. So we've got all that. Then we flip the page and we go right into Rob prepping to put up the Christmas lights, and then the Christmas lights. He even trimmed the bushes, you guys. He's so cute. This was done for, now all of these I did, or not all of them, the majority of them I did for Baby Got Scraps, because Baby Got Scraps was you can have one 12 by 12 piece of paper, and the rest was scraps or smaller notebooks. Since I used the 6 by 8 paper pad, I qualified, and I just knocked this out, and I did finish it all up. So we are done. So this was for Stretch the Sketch. I shrunk it, and this was just my husband and B chillin'. I did this over on the members part of my Facebook page. So if you want to see how I actually made this paste, and showed everybody how to do that and get the color that they want with just some regular old paste. With the type of stuff we do on my membership portion of my channel. We go over and I test different mixed media products and give my opinion and kind of show techniques, or just be like, I really hate this product and don't buy it. And I do that. We just had one like that. This is when me and my husband got our treat box from the lovely Pat, and this was her letter, so I did just, hole punch it and stick it in there. And then this was the box and all the goodies that were in there, and I just kind of loaded things up. Then you have B again, which it looks like I got 2 pictures of that. I'm fine with that. That was the same picture, but it's fine. You'd really have to pay attention. I used, him aggravating her. I got some chipboard on this one. And just kind of used the cards to my advantage. I did this cut apart sheet, and I popped some of those in there. This was when we got the new carpet. These are things that I document in my memory keeping and stuff like that, in my memory planner, or this type of album. Getting new carpet doesn't warrant a 12 by 12 layout. To me, it's not going to have that. So I stuck it in here, used up some of the washi, just a whole bunch of fun things. Then over here, I went ahead and the back side again, the 4x4 cards. And this was when I was the guest designer for Daddy About Flair in December, one of the December guest designs, and I did a mixed media page. So that is on there, and that was my day and my prompt. And then this was the sketch by the lovely Lisa. And then it even shows the rest of that over here, and I put this little thing in that says Daft. That was the box I got, and this was my headshot. It's the headshot I use for everything because I really like that picture of myself. And then just the quick note of what Adam had said and just all the fun things. When we flipped the page, this right here, I actually did do some journaling, which I don't do a lot of journaling, like ever. You guys know that. This is actually a mask. It is a COVID mask. It is a holiday one. I don't know if I was off or at home or something, and because I was in December and most of last year I was doing a hybrid situation where I worked from home a few days a week and I went into the office a few days a week. And when I went back into the office, this was sitting on my desk, and my coworker said that our boss had picked up a whole bunch of these holiday masks for us. They all wore theirs, and I was like, I'm totally scrapbooking mine. So I saved it, trimmed it down, and just stuck it in there. And then this was part of our gift from our boss. And yes, it does say she's wore, but whatever. I feel like sometimes my boss would probably think that about myself. Also tucked in here is the cute little note from Adam. And then this is where I put, for the other side of the page, for the Daft. This is where, and I think I am going to change that from She's Wore. I had a viewer point that out to me, and I was like, that's not cool. I really don't want it to say She's Wore, but I wasn't even paying attention. Like, you guys, I don't pay attention to those things. I really, really don't. How bad is that? It's probably going to go right back on She's Wore again, doesn't it? Let's see if we can just trim that down to wishes. We won't have She's Wore. And whoever pointed it out to me, thank you, because I would have said She's Wore until I die. And somebody threw this away. And I say that, and you guys are like, oh, no. No, I'm okay with that. I fully do not think that my son or my husband or my grandchildren, if I ever have them, are going to keep all of the things. Like, honestly, you guys, do you see how many? You're going to see in just a minute how many layouts that I create in a month times my whole life. They're not. They can pull out, they'll probably pull out a few, and then it'll be done. And I'll be fine with it, because I scrapbook for myself. I don't scrapbook for anybody else. And I don't need any comments about it. I don't need to get into a discussion about it. I do this for myself. So I did go ahead and put one of those little cards in there, and then I just wrote about this so that I would know, because maybe in 20 years I probably won't remember this. And then on the back here, this is just a note that I got from one of my advents, which this was the first year I did multiple advents, or advents at all, like, and filmed it for crafty purposes, like we always did the chocolate ones and stuff. But so that was from the Crafty Fairy family. It was a nice little note. This is from Sugar and Sloth. It was just a postcard. I would never use it for anything else. I thought the Sugar and Sloth was going to be a little bit different than what it was, and so probably will not be getting that one again next year. But the Crafty Fairy family, I'm totally getting that because that was adorable planner stickers. Oh, and the Daft. I'll be getting all of Adam's. So this was just I took the back of that card and I actually stuck it on one of the bags. And then this was the packaging that the Dottie About Flare came in, and Adam's cute little packaging, so I kept that. I kept one of those days, and I just grabbed random days. And then this was the Crafty Fairy family, and then I put some of those fun little puffy stickers on there, and then this is Everything's Gonna Be Okay, I Promise. And then this was this was the Crafty Fairy family, this was Dottie About Flare, and this was the Sugar and Sloth. So I did get those on there with some of the washi and some of the little word stickers. And then this is where I used the portion of those numbers because it was the countdown. I should have done it backwards because countdown, but it's fine. Over here, I just do have another thing that I journaled on because I don't know if I'll remember it. My husband created the meme. This was my first doing the 2x2s. I love those, and it was basically our decor. It's my favorite thing. The jolliest bunch of assholes this side of the nut house. This was our inside decor, and I did just add that bees part of the decor. And I got some of those chipboards on there. And then this was Sam, his birthday week. Every day I let him open something a little bit different and new, and he got to pick. So this was all of those, so I documented each day. This right here was when the announcement for the Brutus Monroe, the 2022 Inspiration Team. Obviously, you know, I'm on the 2022 Inspiration Team. I was on the 2021 Inspiration Team. But this is, it was announced, and here's my cute little picture. Again, the same headshot. This was how my channel did, and this was something about Craft O'Clock, which is the new design team I'm on. And this is the little note that I got from Craft O'Clock on one of their sheets of paper. Wanted to stick that in there as well. This is just the tree after it was decorated. Robbie, excuse me, Robbie's setting up the train and be watching him. Nothing's really special. My husband's really into trains. I had to get these little birds on somewhere, so this is Bee sleeping. I used the vellum sheet and put those bigger pieces on here. Just very, very minimal, but I wanted to use the bigger pieces up. And me being silly at work. This is something I don't always document, if at all. Local news, weather, sometimes I do the weather, but like as far as just in general, I did nothing about COVID, you guys. That's just not, I do everyday life, and I want people in the pictures, and I want things that mean something to me, everyday life, you know, not really current events and what's going on in the world. I do watch the news, it depresses me, and I don't want to remember, I don't want to look back and be like, oh, I remember I was sad. But this is actually something that hit close to home. You know, my son works for Amazon. He works in the building next to this, and this was the building in Illinois that was hit by the tornado, and it was a major event. So I did just go ahead and just add that in there. No journaling, no nothing. We'll remember that. So over here in December, I had got with some crafty friends, and we had decided that we wanted some new series to do for the beginning of the year and through the year. So with Adam, we are doing Stash Dive Tuesday, and you guys have seen that. It's where we go in and we stash dive. With Jackie, we're doing Stash Smash Saturday. I know. And this is, we stash dive as we basically take a collection and try to kill it off. So those are really fun. This is on a Saturday and this is on a Tuesday, because 2022 is all about using up my stash. I threw Mixing of the Media 1 in here. That was my first ever paid class, and I just wanted to document it again. Also, it was a reminder that I did get the rest of everything, and it should be packaged, and the prizes should be going in the mail for the people that won the little, and they're just small little tokens of gifts for the 6 challenges. This was the aftermath that me and Jen did, because everybody documents all the fun stuff. Nobody documents the mess. I created a shaker pocket here. This is the Stampers Design, Stampers Delight. That is a design team that I am on. My channel hit 1,500 subscribers in December, so I threw that in there. And we were having another Mixing in the Media. So Mixing in the Media 2 starts the first Sunday in February. And it's paid class. If you're interested, drop me a line down below. We have 10 weeks of fun. It's $15. It's super uber cheap, and it's a lot of fun. I went ahead and made a shaker pocket. That's about it. You know what? This video is going to be extremely long, so I think we're going to do a layout share on a separate video. So I'll have that posted right after this one. This is starting Christmas Eve, and then the rest of it is just Christmas, December 24th and December 25th. So this is my family, and I just started getting some stuff in here. This was everything on Christmas Eve at my sister's house. Well, not everything, but just some things that I wanted to document in this cute little, in the 2x2 squares. And then, again, 2x2 squares. And then I have a separation between, and most of these you'd seen on videos. So this is the separation between Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And then we go into Christmas Day. And this will be probably the last ones that you've seen, because the majority of them I created off screen at the end here. So we've got this one. We started off our Christmas Day celebration with Bee and her presents. We all had Christmas jammies on. This is me and Rob opening what little gifts that the kids got us, because we don't exchange gifts between me and him. And some people don't understand that. If we want it, we buy it through the year. It's, you know, we use the same account, so we would see what we were spending. This is Sam. He's opening his presents. Whitney is opening her presents and posing by the tree. Then we have more of Whitney, and we're playing cards. And this was funny because Robbie had like a stack of cards that big. We were playing Uno with cards. The kids both got some t-shirts. Some more of Sam opening. Rob doing a happy dance by the front door. The kids both by the tree, which I will have a bigger layout of that. This was all the lotto tickets that the kids won throughout the day playing games. And then just the aftermath, and that's my end page. I do have this in here in case I want to tuck anything in for any of the, you know, extras that I have through the year, or through the month. But that is it. That is my December album. That is my How to Kill a Kit with Style wrapped up, and some of the Baby Got Scrap stuff. So I'm going to cut this video off here, and I will do a January 2022 12x12 layout share in a separate video, because we're already at like 22 minutes. And I'm telling you guys, I have a stack of paper that is probably longer than, like, I don't even know if I can, I don't know. It's huge. So that's going to do it. So don't forget to check everyone else out down below and come back and see what we all have in store for you for our February How to Kill a Kit with Styles, and all the sketches that you're going to see for the next several months. I love using sketches. Sometimes I follow them to a T. Sometimes I just use them as a jumping off point. So I have no idea, but I'm super excited to play along with Sandy and Scrapping Reflections and their fun February sketch day challenge. So that's going to do it. I'll see you guys later with another video. Bye.